from the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus of Montgomery College. Montgomery College Television presents Game 2 of our NJCAA basketball doubleheader with the Montgomery College Raptors welcoming the Dragons from Howard Community College. Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Brown, and it's my pleasure to once again welcome in my partner for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, Marcus. 2 for the price of 1 tonight.
Long time no see, my friend. Hey, I'm excited for some high-flying Maryland JUCO men's basketball in this game tonight. Again, it's the nightcap of the doubleheader, if you would, and it's going to be an interesting game.
Boy, that is for sure, and Montgomery College is going to have their hands full tonight. They are taking, Montgomery College has been kind of an up-and-down team this year. They're 4-5. They are playing a team, Howard, that is undefeated. They're 7-0. Howard is the defending Region 20 D2 champion. They played very well at the Nationals last year. And just last week, they knocked off the number 3 team in the NJCAA Top 10, Monroe. So they are a tough team for Montgomery College to handle tonight. And we are just about ready to get things underway here. And we had a chance to set the scene. We'll talk a lot more about Howard and Montgomery College as the game unfolds, but we are ready to introduce the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visitors from Howard Community College. And they, again, they are undefeated coming into this game at 7-0. And we are just about ready to meet the visitors from Howard Community College. Again, they won the Region 20 championship last year for D2. They played real well at Nationals. They're going to be a handful for Montgomery College tonight.
And they just upset the number 3 team in the country, Monroe Community College.
And starting at guard for them is number 2, Tiger Warford. He's a 6'2" guard out of Muhlenberg County High School near Pittsburgh. At the point guard, number 3, Julian Davis. He's a sophomore out of Calvert Hall High School in Baltimore. At forward, number 11, Jeff James. He's a 6'4" sophomore out of Bowie High School in Bowie, Maryland, of course. At forward, number 15, Coyote Ayadumwafuja. He is a sophomore forward, 6'5" out of High Point High School. And number 25, a forward, freshman, Omari Ringgold, 6'3" out of Centennial High School in Ellicott City, Maryland. Those are the starters for Howard Community College.
And the head coach of Howard is Mike Smelkinson in his 3rd year. His assistants are James Poole, David Edmonds, Tyquan Alexander, and William Thomas.
And now let's meet the starters for the Montgomery College Raptors. At guard, number 1, freshman D'Angelo Vaughn, 5'11", out of Henry A. Wise High School. At forward, sophomore, number 4, 6'5", Tim Christian, out of Springbrook High School. At forward, the leading scorer for the Montgomery College Raptors, number 5, Andre Gaines. He's a 6'6" sophomore out of Quince Orchard High School. And starting at the other guard, number 10, Sam Igioma, a 6'3" sophomore guard out of Suitland High School. And in the pivot for the Raptors, number 44, Jason Rogers Paris, 6'8", out of High Point High School and Washington Christian High School.
And the Raptors' assistant coaches are Anthony Washington in his 2nd year and Lewis White in his 1st year. And the head coach of the MC Raptors is former Villanova University star James Bryson in his 3rd year.
And again, as we talked about just a minute ago, this is going to be a tough one for Montgomery College, as they've got their hands full with this Howard team.
And we've got some stands full behind us. That is an impressive showing tonight. This is going to be a high-flying game. And hey, this Howard Community College team is undefeated for a reason. and they've knocked off some good teams so far. And you're right, Michael, MC's going to have their hands full. But MC has to do one thing tonight: play defense. We harp on it when we talk about the MC Raptors men, but tonight it really hits home.
Boy, that is for sure. And Gaines is jumping center with number 15, Coyote Ijenafuja. He is the top scorer. Well, the two top scorers actually are jumping center against each other. And the Raptors actually come down with it. And there's D'Angelo Vaughn, Tim Christian, Sam Igioma, Gaines, as they work it around the perimeter.
Howard's going pretty hard man-to-man.
And Paris misses the easy shot. And here comes Howard on the attack. They like to run an up-tempo offense.
Yeah, Jason Rogers-Paris isn't going to get an easier one than that.
As we look at the Howard offense, number 2, Tiger Warford's wearing, must have broken his nose. He's wearing one of those face masks.
Tiger Warford is actually a transfer from Murray State. Now that's a mid-major 4-year school and one of the better mid-major programs in the country.
Yeah, he started his college career there, wasn't real happy, and transferred to Howard. And Coach Mike Smelkinson very happy to have him.
Oh yeah, hey, when you get an offer from Murray State University to play basketball, you had a heck of a high school career.
Julian Davis. Down low, and he gives it up. They push it, and there is a hard foul. Wow. Woo, man. As Andre Gaines earned his way to the foul line there. Big foul by Warford.
Hello, Mr. Gaines.
He was going to make sure it was not a three-point play.
Hey, you know, he's got the face mask on tonight. He can go hard on those fouls.
And here is Andre Gaines, the leading scorer for Montgomery College, and he gets his first foul shot.
Nice steal on the other end to get this fast break going by Igioma. He took it right away from Coyote Ijenafuja.
As Gaines, the leading scorer on the Raptors at 20.3 points a game. And it looks like we have a little condensation on the gym floor. And I want to correct that. D'Angelo Vaughn is actually the leading scorer at 22.3. Gaines is the second leading scorer at 20.3.
That could change tonight, Michael.
Oh, it absolutely could. And, of course, I'm kind of thinking back to last year where Andre Gaines was the leading scorer for the Raptors.
And D'Angelo Vaughn can really fill it up. We saw that against Nova last week. Not only is he a slicing and dicing point guard with a great handle, but he stepped back and hit some long three-pointers.
And Gaines makes them both, and foul shooting has been a problem for him, and he makes them both.
Yeah, it looks a heck of a lot better than a 45% foul shooter.
That looked like nice form. Nice rotation, bent the knees, all the good things. Ijenafuja, spin move, and he travels.
Yeah, Ijenafuja really wants to use his quickness against Rogers-Paris, but you can't use your quickness and take 3 steps.
And that's exactly what he did. Might have been 4.
Could have been 4.
Ample enough, let's put it that way. There's Vaughn. Had a terrific game last week when they beat Nova, the game we did for the channel. Missed that shot. Both teams feeling each other out as Davis with a long one, no good. Rebound, put back by number 11, Jeff James.
Wow, Jeff James really went up high. And Howard is averaging 47 rebounds a game, and MC is only averaging 37 rebounds. I know that's not a good number to compare in total rebounds, but it proves that Howard can really hit the boards. In college basketball, you really want to average more than 40 rebounds a game, and Howard is doing that, and MC is not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big difference. 47 to 37. That is quite a difference. And we'll see how that plays out as over the course of the evening. James. Warford. Ringgold. There's Ringgold from the top of the key, no good. Rebound to Agenafuja.
He's really active, real quick on his feet.
Well, his coach, Mike Smelkinson, told me he already has a couple of full ride offers to D2 four-year schools on the table.
Yeah, he's got some hop in that 6'5" frame.
He's also an excellent student, 3.4 GPA.
And he's got the hardest name on the team to pronounce.
That is for sure. Coyote Agenafuja. Here comes Vaughn, pushing it. There's Christian. Smooth to the basket.
Timmy Christian, as we've seen, goes a lot harder to the basket than his slight frame looks like. He's 6'5", but he takes it strong to the basket.
And there's Agenafuja with the putback of his own miss. 4-4. Relentless pace here, which we expected. Gaines loses his footing. Recovered beautifully. Into Rogers Paris. He turns, shoots, short, gets his own rebound, and puts it in.
Hey, Jason Rogers Paris is the biggest guy on the court. He made a nice move into the lane, got the jump shot a little short, but he was in position. He went right over the top of his defender and put it back.
Developing play for Montgomery College. And Coach Bryson's got to be happy to see that. Of course, he's an old post guy himself. And Agenafuja misses. Right now, it's kind of the Agenafuja show for Howard, as our camera guy, Ed Clark, just got bonked in the head by an errant pass. That'll hurt. Bang.
That's using your head, Ed.
Three-pointer there for Montgomery College, number 13.
Sean Pender came into the game and knocked down an immediate three.
Boy, that reminds me of the old microwave.
Vinnie Johnson.
Yep. And there's another turnover. The one Achilles heel, it appears, for Howard is their turnover ratio. There's Pender again. Wow. Sean Pender with 2 straight threes. He's averaging 16 a game.
He's played about 30 seconds and he has 2 threes.
And prior to tonight, he was only hitting 15% from 3, so that is bound to go up. There's Warford. He's fouled hard by Christian, and he'll shoot 3.
Timmy Christian ran right through him on that play.
That was not a good play. Coach Bryson not happy about that. Had a couple of words for him. If you're just joining us, Howard is in the burgundy with the gold trim. Montgomery College in gray with the purple trim. Tiger Warford, not a good foul shooter, but he makes his first. Actually, I take that back.
Yeah, he's shooting 75%. Right underneath him, we're looking at our rosters here, everybody, and it's Julian Davis who's shooting 44. So Tiger Warford, shooting 75, and you foul him on a three-point shot. Not good for the Raptors.
And he made all 3 of them. So 3 the easy way. Here's Pender, drawing a little more attention now. The only substitution of the game so far as he took over, came in for Rogers Paris. There's Gaines across the lane.
Nice move by Gaines. They really isolated Gaines on Agenafuja. Gaines is a strong player, and he took a jab step at the three-point line and drove hard to the lane with that left hand. In
the corner, and there's a travel. as they catch Julian Davis shuffling his feet. And there is a timeout on the floor with 14-12 to go in the first half. Montgomery College off to a great start, enjoying a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, heck of a start for Coach Bryson's Raptors. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than this. 6 minutes in, you got a 14-7 lead. They're playing under control. Howard's a little out of sorts on the offensive ends.
Yeah, they haven't found their rhythm yet, and they've turned the ball over quite a bit. And that's been the difference in the game so far.
And that's one thing that you mentioned that plagues Howard. And you can see there's a bunch of athletes on this team. You know, they want to take it hard to the rack. They want to run up and down the court. And if you do that out of control, you're going to turn the ball over.
Well, they're averaging 18 turnovers a game versus almost 13 for Montgomery College. So that makes a difference right there. Okay, we've got a substitution. Actually, we don't. Warford has taken off the face mask.
Aha, he tried to trick us.
Yes, he did. But they do have a sub in. Number 24 has come in for them. I believe it's number 24. Oh, I'm sorry. 25. That's Ringgold. He remains in. 42 has come in for them, Connor Gaskins. So that is the lone sub for Howard at the moment. Gaskins is a freshman, 6'7", out of Randallstown High School. So he gives them a little more length down low. He actually came in for Igena Fuja. There's Pender from 3, and he makes another. Wow.
He came off a ball screen, and they found him at the top of the key exactly how they draw it up, and he knocked the shot down. Why not screen for him again?
Good crowd on hand tonight here at Tacoma Park, Silver Spring. Timmy Christian almost had the steal, but kicked it away. Tim Christian goes by the nickname of The Wiz.
And the reason being, Mr. Brown?
Well, you know, I am a rap expert. So that would be Wiz Khalifa.
That is correct, sir.
There is a bit of a resemblance. As Davis gets one to go there. Wow, look at that wild action.
Nice pass from the seat of his pants.
So he got fouled, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. This is end-to-end action, which is exactly what we expected. High pace. And he misses it. Rebound to Pender.
Wow, Mr. Pender came to play tonight.
Boy, he sure did. There's Christian from way outside, off the mark.
And that's his shot. Tim Christian, he's going to knock down that shot more often than not.
There's number 23, Ringgold. I'm sorry, that's Brian Green. We're seeing all these Howard players for the first time, so excuse us if we mess up a number here and there. But Brian Green has checked into the game for Ringgold.
And they never give us the courtesy of taking their warm-ups off as they're warming up.
And ball just flew up into the stands. Also in for Howard is number 0, Jasmine Harris. Everybody calls him Jazz, and that's what we're going to call him from now on. Timmy Christian, no good, rebound. There's Harris from 3, no good. Rebound to Pender.
Nice tip by D'Angelo Vaughn to keep that alive and tip it right to the big man Pender.
Montgomery College up by 8. We're in the first half, second game of our doubleheader, and there's a travel by Igioma. And Howard will take it out.
Nice replay from the truck. He stutter stepped that left foot. Perfect shot.
There's Harris all the way, no good, but he's fouled.
Wow, these guys don't give us time to catch our breath.
Boy, I'll tell you. Jazz Harris, a sophomore guard, 6-footer out of Patterson High School in Baltimore. Good basketball school there.
Yeah, there's some serious athletes that come out of Patterson.
And there's his second, and he makes them both. Jazz Harris, an excellent student at Howard. There's Christian. Gives it to Gaines for the bucket, and he's fouled by number 42.
What a nice dish by Timmy Christian. He up-bakes the three, takes it to the baseline, and dishes to Gaines.
Beautifully done. So Andre Gaines at the line. Gaines with 6 points already. Of course, leading scorer for Montgomery College is Sean Pender with 9.
You know, Montgomery College is, I mean, they like to run up and down the court, but they're really playing well in the half court so far this game.
They're running their set offense a lot better than they did last week when we saw them against Nova. Of course, they won that game as well. They've been a little bit up and down, but again, they have a lot of new players as well. Just 2 returning players from last year, Gaines and Christian. Everybody else first time out. There's a rebound, battle. Boy, what a battle for the ball. No foul call. Boy, they're letting them play.
They are really letting them play.
And Sean Pender almost lands in our lap.
He almost got us.
And Marcus, you almost had a chance to shoot the ball there.
I was holding my ground. I was going to draw the charge.
And there's no dotted circle around our booth here, so you could take the charge here. Whoa, another one goes into the stands. As the action is fast and furious here, to say the least. We're midway through the first half. Montgomery College has led from the tip. There's Vaughn to Christian, to Gaines. Nice.
Gaines is getting in perfect position, and his buddies are finding him.
And he's got a real nice soft touch close into the basket.
And again, it was Tim Christian on the dish. You got to always look out for Tim Christian shooting a three or slashing to the lane. So they play him, and Gaines has been the beneficiary.
And rebound to Brandon Roberson, who's into the ball game, as Sean Pender.
Andre Gaines wants to get a timeout here because his shoelace is flapping. Referee wouldn't give it to him.
Dwayne Clinton in for Montgomery College. There's a miss by Howard. Gaines with the rebound as Connor Gaskins missed the bunny.
Got Dwayne Clinton running the point right now for MC.
Christian loses the ball to Green. Green takes it all the way for the bucket.
Nice move, steal from Brian Green all the way down the lane. Brian Green, I can insert a 90210 joke, but nobody will know what I'm talking about.
And that'll put Christian on the line. Brian Green was an all-county player last year in Howard County for Long Reach High School.
There's that hand checking that they're not allowing. That really wasn't a hand check. That was a foul.
That'll put Christian at the line. He is almost a 76% foul shooter, so he's one of the best foul shooters on the team. As a team, Montgomery College shoots just 63% from the line. I know James Bryson would like to see that a little bit higher. And he makes his second one. 25-13, Montgomery College with a nice 12-point lead. But at this pace and with the three-point shot, that could disappear in no time.
And we talked about playing defense in the open here a little bit, and they've got 13 points with 8.5 minutes left in the game. I mean, that is excellent defense. I mean, if you ask Coach Bryson what he would be happy about, 13 points with 8.5 left in the game, I say he'd be very happy with that. In the first half, I should say. 8.5 left, 13 points.
Clinton to Vaughn to Christian. Again, showing good patience. Ooh, just would not fall for him. He's frustrated with that one. That looked like two.
Almost went down.
We've got some water on the floor.
Nice strong move to the rack by Timmy Christian.
There may be a little bit of a leak in the roof here as we've had an all-day rain here in the area, and there may be a little bit of a spot on the floor here. And of course, the safety of the athletes is paramount. So he's found the spot, and he's taking care of it.
We should get Dan Rankin up there to fix it.
He's tall enough, he wouldn't even need a ladder. They don't call him the big fella for nothing.
No, they don't. And seeing that he won an Emmy, he can probably get somebody to lift him up there.
Yep. He may just be able to elevate.
Hey, we got our buddy Michael Simone on the court now.
Yep, there's Mike Simone. Takes care of facilities here.
He is the athletics guru in Tacoma Park, Silver Spring. Nice job, Mike Simone.
One of the hardest working guys you're ever going to want to meet, that's for sure.
That's right. Anytime you need something, you call Mike Simone and he's there.
Yep. And he takes care of a lot of the tweeting of the MC Athletics news as well.
Yeah, he is a Twitter aficionado and really good at it.
There's Clinton. Little guard, Dwayne Clinton. Feisty guy, 5'11", out of Suitland High School. There's Vaughn off front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Pender going up strong, has it knocked away, no good. Boy, what a battle under the boards. That is not for the meek.
Man, that's some serious basketball. If you were here in person, you can hear bodies colliding underneath the boards here.
Boy, look at that great shot there by Ed Clark, our camera guy under the basket. Man, he is fearless, that guy. Whoa. My gosh, that was low bridge there by Andre Gaines, and number 23, Brian Green, went right over the top. And that spot keeps reappearing. And that's going to be kind of Mike Simone's job tonight, it looks like. No tweeting for Mike. He's going to be manning the towel.
That's right. Have towel will travel.
There's a steal by Montgomery College. Gaines comes up with it. Clinton. There's Pender wide open from three. That time he missed. Rebound to Green, and he's fouled by Clinton in the backcourt.
It's been a pretty frenetic pace in the last couple of minutes here. But the fact is they're still up by 12 points. I mean, you'd like to see somebody from MC come in and settle the game down a little bit, kind of take a hold of this 12-point lead and see if you can nurse the clock down a little bit. Make Howard have to run up and down the court, get a little worried that their unblemished record, is in jeopardy.
And that's in and out for Green. Rebound.
And they got to hit their foul shots.
Yep. Igioma, they got to hit the foul shots. And there's a travel by Christian. Again, shuffling the feet.
Yeah, I think that's probably the third time that Tim has gotten the ball and did a quick up fake at the three-point line and went right to the rack. But the referee was waiting for the foot shuffle.
Harris, Green, back to Harris. And he is fouled hard.
Nothing's coming free tonight in this gym.
There's no cheap fouls here tonight.
Nope.
Wow.
Andre Gaines cannot afford to be in foul trouble, though.
No, and Montgomery College cannot afford to have him in foul trouble.
Not. So Andre has to be careful.
James Bryson over there.
A physical game is one thing, but your star offensive player in foul trouble is another. I'm interested to see if D'Angelo Vaughn can pick it up on the offensive end.
He has yet to score, and that is very unlike him.
He's only gotten a couple of shots off.
There's Rogers Paris, but he again missed a very makeable shot there.
I'm surprised Zach Curran started the game against Nova when we were here, and Coach Bryson went real big and went to the 6'8" Rogers Paris.
25-17. Here's Vaughn, and he's fouled by Harris. So that will put Vaughn on the line. No, I'm sorry, it's not a shooting foul. It's only the third foul of the half on Howard.
That's a surprise with how much sweat is on the floor and how many bruised elbows we already have.
Well, that's for sure. Here's Igioma, reverse layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good. And there's a foul on the boards, and that'll put Pender at the line.
Boy, Sean Pender is really the reason that MC is maintaining an 8-point lead right now. His big threes, plus crashing the boards like a madman under there.
6'4" freshman out of Washington Christian Academy.
Strong kid, too.
And James Bryson calls him a jack of all trades type. He can play inside or he can play outside.
Oh, absolutely. I see it. A little bit of an awkward jump shot, but it goes down.
One-man pressure there by Igioma. Just showing pressure, basically. Really haven't seen either team press at this point.
There's a carry. I'm impressed with the Raptors' defense. And we talked to James Bryson last week, and he said defense is a mindset. And everybody knows defense is a mindset. You know, I mean, just when you play defense, it doesn't look as good on the camera, but it wins basketball games.
Boy, it sure does.
And it looks like they bought into it tonight. They're really not letting Howard get into a groove offensively in the half-court set.
Any level. Defense makes the difference. There's Christian, no good, and he's fouled.
This is a team that averages 84 points a game, and there's 5.5 minutes left, and they've got 17. And MC is allowing, 51%? They're giving up 51%, or 53.4 opponent field goal percentage for MC.
Right.
You know, that's not a good number, but they're playing well tonight.
Well, at this point, neither team is going to hit their points per game average. Montgomery College averaging just over 80 a game, and Howard averaging almost 85 a game. So, but, you know, last week's game that we did with Nova, it started a little slowly, and then all of a sudden, wham.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, they were up in the 70s. So we could very well see that again if either team gets hot. And there's number 25 for Howard. Omari Ringgold, he scores and he'll go to the basket. And we've got a visitor here at the booth.
We've got somebody that wants to get in the booth.
He's larger than either of us and much more purple.
I don't know what kind of analyst he'll be, though.
I don't either.
It doesn't look like those claws could dribble a basketball, so I'm not sure how much experience he has on the hard court.
He's got good form. He's showing us his form.
He does have good form.
I just talked about how we didn't see pressure and Howard puts pressure on. There's Christian off the back of the rim, no good. Ringgold And Harris is fouled by Vaughn. And Harris.
The Raptors already have 10 team fouls, so we're talking double bonus already with 5 minutes left.
Well, and they're not as deep as Howard, so they cannot afford to get into foul trouble. And there's a couple of guys in particular that they cannot afford to get into foul trouble. You already talked about Andre Gaines. Tim Christian would be the other.
Yeah, we've got some fans yelling that the Dragons score doesn't change up on the big scoreboard.
Gaines, good. Andre Gaines. And there's a timeout on the floor with 4:50 to go in the first half. Montgomery College on top 30-19 as we see Igioma feed Gaines for the hoop. And we're going to have to get this clarified as the officials are going over to the table to talk to the official scorers over there, get this score situation straightened out. 4:50 to go in the first half. Montgomery College on top, 30-18.
Our score says 30-21, and in the gym it says, well, it says 30-18 now.
I'm telling you, I know who's doing the score in the truck. It's Francine Wyron. She is rarely, if ever, wrong.
And I think you're right, and I think Francine's right, and I think we're right.
Our score says one thing. The scoreboard here in the arena says another. As we see the Raptor putting on the moves.
Well, the big board says 30-20 now.
All right, so they have corrected it, we assume, to 30-20.
So I think, we found a happy medium. Like they did last week against Nova, you play rock, paper, scissors, and everybody's happy.
Yep. Well, remember, you said that should be used to solve every problem in the world.
There's a lot of conflicts in the world right now, and I think rock, paper, scissors could help everybody.
Perhaps that's what John Kerry used the other day with the Iranians. Who knows? There's Ajenafuja, he missed. Igioma with the rebound.
Ajenafuja took a long rest on the bench.
He sure did.
I'm surprised about that.
He only has 2 points. So the leading scorer for Howard with just 2. And that's got to be a big reason for this Montgomery College lead.
Wow, what a nice dish by Sean Pender to Andre Gaines. The lefty lays it in.
Andre Gaines with 12 points. Pender with 11. They are leading the parade for Montgomery College as Howard scores.
Nice running teardrop from Julian Davis.
Julian Davis with the bucket for Howard. 3:56 to go in the first half. And this is a rare time when you see Montgomery College just sort of not blitzing it up the court. There's Pender. No foul call.
Well, he got it the second time around.
Wow.
How that wasn't a foul call the first time around, I don't know. And, of course, we have the luxury of replay.
Yes, we do. And, of course, we have one of the best replay guys in the business in Dan Rankin. There's Pender. Nice, easy form.
Jack of all trades is right. I mean, Sean Pender's been involved in everything.
And he makes them both. So he is now the leading scorer for Montgomery College with 13 points. And he did not start. But he's instant offense off the bench, obviously. And Jeff James has his shot blocked. Here comes Gaines, up, no good. Rebound to Harris. Got way up there for a guy who's just barely 6 feet tall. There's Davis. James has the ball knocked away. It'll stay with Howard.
That's the second time Igioma has snuck on the baseline and got his hands in on a big man.
Ajenafuja inbounds it to Davis. Ajenafuja, and that time he gets it to go.
Nice strong move to the basket.
And nice soft touch off the glass to complete the bucket. Igioma running the point tonight for Montgomery College. Tim Christian drives, puts it up, short, no good. And it'll go the other way.
MC's maintaining a 10-point lead, and Tim Christian hasn't exactly had his most outstanding game, and that's got to be a positive for the Raptors.
Now, Christian has 7 points so far, and normally he's right up there, number 1, number 2. James Bryson calling for more defense, telling his players to get their arms up.
They've gone 2-3 zone.
And there's Warford from 3. And that cuts into the MC lead. This is the closest Howard's been in some time, 34-27. Christian, Depender, Vaughn, who is yet to get untracked offensively. There's a drive, no good, off the back of the rim. Ajenafuja with the rebound. They push it. There's Harris. No good. Battle for the rebound. Ajenafuja takes it down the lane. No good. No good again.
Strong rebound by Sam Igioma. That was a big rebound because at 34-27, they had a real chance to close this thing up towards the end of the half. Big play by Igioma.
As Howard missed 3 shots in a row, and then Igioma clears it out of there. Gaines. Montgomery College using a little clock here. This is not something we've seen so far this half.
Yeah, slow down isn't in the playbook.
There's Igioma from 3, misses everything. Gaines with the very alert putback.
Andre on the spot.
And he saved that possession for Montgomery College.
Yeah, that's a big switch of two possessions.
There's a shot blocked by Christian as he blocks Ringgold.
6'5" and probably a 6'10" wingspan.
Yeah, he's got very long arms. Looks a lot taller than 6'5". Of course, the afro helps.
That helps.
Igioma, Vaughn. There's Pender from the corner. Another 3. Wow.
Set up beautifully by D'Angelo Vaughn. He splits the defenders and sees Sean Pender waiting in the corner.
Sean Pender with 16 points in the first half. And he's really been the difference here for Montgomery College.
Wow, what a turn of events in the last minute where Howard had a chance to bring it to within 5 or even 4 if they had knocked down one of those 3-pointers, and now it's back to 12.
And that just shows you how quickly this game can turn. We're literally talking a minute's time, maybe a minute's time, as Ajenafuja is at the line. And boy, he missed everything. And that doesn't feel good.
And he's a 78% free throw shooter. So says our pieces of paper.
I can only go by what the numbers tell me. He makes the second one effortlessly. So
Howard's going to come full court with 12 seconds left.
They're going to try to cut off any last-second shot here by Montgomery College. There's the trap, but they break it. Gaines, and one.
Now that is a great way to break the trap.
Fouled by Jeff James.
D'Angelo Vaughn saw the trap coming and got rid of the ball, and they knew where Andre Gaines was.
Boy, this pace is something else.
One thing about Andre Gaines, if you look, he's going to be cutting to that basket.
Boy, he knows where the hoop is. Oh, he missed his foul shot. Last second shot here by Harris. It would have been good. It would have counted if it had been good. So, Our score at the end of 20 minutes of play, the Montgomery College Raptors holding a 41-28 lead. Marcus and I are going to take a little break. We've got some halftime entertainment for you. We will be right back. You're watching Montgomery College basketball on MCTV.
No matter where you're headed, no matter what your age, you'll find it all here at Montgomery College. Small class sizes, flexible scheduling, over 130 programs of study, award-winning faculty, nationally ranked NJCAA athletics. The possibilities are endless at Montgomery College. Register today. Spring classes begin January 27th.
One word to describe Montgomery College: awesome.
Interesting.
Fun.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Inspirational.
Spectacular.
Family.
Nice.
Diverse.
Excelling.
Surprising. Perfect.
Opportunity.
Fun.
Great.
Exhausting.
Inspiring.
Flexible. Excellent.
Awesome.
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 It's a bird of prey.
Why a bird?
A raptor is a bird of prey. So that's going to be a bird that is a carnivore that hunts other animals.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some general characteristics of raptors are very sharp hooked beaks in order to tear and eat the meat of their prey, and also very sharp, very strong talons to allow them to capture their prey.
Okay, well, I think that's fierce then. I think that's good.
It's definitely a little bit intimidating, and I feel like we want to intimidate our opponents, and I think it definitely shows a little bit of the spirit of Montgomery College, because birds of prey are like sort of at the top of the food chain for birds, and hey, I feel like Montgomery College is at the top of the food chain.
Can I do a raptor noise? I would fail. No. I don't know.
That's what the sound would be like. It's a very intimidating sound. Seriously.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's all I got.
In 1946, Montgomery Junior College opened its doors, offering classes in the basement of Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. The college only offered night classes initially, and as a result, the athletics program became known as the Knights. There was a lack of funding for athletics uniforms when the college opened, so the football team's gear consisted of hand-me-downs donated by the Washington Redskins. Frank Rubini, a faculty member known to all as Rude, is credited with organizing the fledgling athletics department, and his football team was a standout in the early years. Led by stars like lineman Ted Lineski, the Knights had back-to-back undefeated seasons in 1953 and 54, and made their first bowl appearance on Thanksgiving Day, 1954. When the Rockville campus opened in 1965, the Knights moved to the new campus, and for the first time, the football team had a home field on campus. The Tacoma Park campus then adopted the nickname Falcons and adopted a blue and gold color scheme. With the opening of the Germantown campus in the 1970s, a third team was born, the Griffins. For years, Montgomery College continued to field teams at all three campuses, cultivating a rich athletic history, including numerous bowl games, state and regional championships, junior college World Series appearances, and countless honors for student athletes. These teams were led by legendary coaches like Phil Martin, Tom Bickey, and Kelly Wakeman. MC has won national championships in golf and tennis, And in 2011, women's soccer beat Monroe to claim the national title. In 2012, the athletic program was consolidated and a one-college approach was adopted. Athletes don't play for a single campus anymore, they play for Montgomery College. The Knights, Griffins, and Falcons may have been succeeded by the Raptors, but their place in Montgomery College sports history is indelible and will always be revered.
I'm Felipe Galazzo. I'm a graphic design student. I've been at MC for 2 years, and now I've transferred to MICA. So I was born in Uruguay, and I've been moving around a lot around the world. Well, I moved to DC about 2 years ago, and I started looking up colleges because I didn't know anything around here, and I think Montgomery College had one of the best graphic design programs and facilities. My graphic design class, Valerie Burkhart, gave it out as an optional assignment, and I thought it'd be an awesome opportunity to. I've always wanted to do a sports-styled illustration, so it was a great opportunity to do that. I weighed the pros and cons of every velociraptors against every type of bird of prey. I discarded the velociraptor because there was already a Raptors basketball team. I weighed the pros and cons of every bird, and I kind of put all the pros together and started sketching from that, trying to get all the positive things into one focused idea, I guess. I guess the aggressiveness and intellect, they're all very smart animals, so I think that's something that can relate to MC students, and they're also very international, I guess, so kind of like the school spirit here at MC. I think everything that I initially wanted to get in there, all the fierceness, the intelligence, the speed, it all got in there, so I'm pretty happy with that. So this design was when I was getting pretty close to the end, the final process. We wanted to have the raptor going down towards its prey, like ready to grab it, pick it up. The tail was pointing down, like it's not usual, but it kind of gave it a more fierce, unique look, and that sort of led to this, which was the final sketch, I guess, which it embodies like all the same qualities, and it's just a little bit more refined. It's an honor, really. I hope I can come back in like 10 years and still see it around, and even after that, so.
No matter where you're headed, no matter what your age, you'll find it all here at Montgomery College. Small class sizes, flexible scheduling, over 130 programs of study, award-winning faculty, nationally ranked NJCAA athletics. The possibilities are endless at Montgomery College. Register today. Winter session classes begin January 6th.
And welcome back to the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus of Montgomery College. We're at the half, and as you can see, our score, Montgomery College on top of Howard, 41-28. We are just about ready to get things underway here in the second half. Let's take a quick look at the top scorers from the first half, Marcus.
It's been the Sean Pender show, really, Michael. He's averaging 16 points a game, but he's got 16 points at the half, and he's he's one of the real reasons that it's 41-28. Not to mention Andre Gaines has been slicing and dicing his way to the basket with that left hand, and Gaines and Pender have really been awesome in the first half. And to have a team that's undefeated down 41-28, I think Coach Smelkinson, was probably giving a little heat to his Howard Community College Dragons at halftime.
And we are ready to get underway as the officials are anxious to get things going. Apparently there's some bad weather happening outside, and they're concerned about getting everybody home safely. So we are back to action. And Howard with the basketball. We're going to try to set the lineups for you here. Fast-paced first half, and we don't expect anything different here in the second half. And there goes number 11, Jeff James for Howard. For Montgomery College, we've got Igioma, Gaines, Rogers Paris, Christian, and Vaughn on the floor. And there's a foul to start the second half. For Howard, we've got number 2, Warford. Number 3, Davis. 25, Ringgold. 15, Ajanafuja, and number 11, James. So we have the same starters for both teams who started the game. They're both starting second half.
And Jeff James from Bowie High School actually went to Mount St. Mary's for a year. So again, that's a guy from Murray State, and there's a guy in the team from Mount St. Mary's. So those are Division I NCAA programs.
And there's a nice lead pass to Ajanafuja by Davis as Howard gets on the board. There's Vaughn, who did not score in the first half, and that is a bit of a surprise given that he is the top scorer for Montgomery College.
I mean, you got to feel fortunate to be up by 13, and your leading scorer, D'Angelo Vaughn, did not score.
He's done a lot of other things well, though, as he's moved the ball around. He's had several nice assists, played some good defense. And Gaines is going to go to the line as he goes down hard. And of course, Christian. Of course, Christian broke both wrists in a pregame practice, or preseason practice, and he missed the first 3-4 games of the season. Quick healer, though, he's back.
Yeah, how he's playing today is beyond me.
So when you see him hit the deck like that, you worry a little bit. There's Vaughn. Igioma, and he throws it away. Turnover.
Not an ideal opening minute of the second half. Somebody on the Raptors needs to settle him down.
Lots of time to go.
And Howard looks very patient.
And got a stoppage in play. Not sure what the deal is. Official timeout for some reason. Moisture again on the floor. Ajanafuja on an alley-oop.
Ajanafuja plays a lot big than his 6'5".
Boy, he sure does. Of course, he got the long arms. He's very athletic. And Montgomery College not off to a good start here as their halftime lead has been reduced to 7.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 run to start the half for Howard.
I would imagine Coach Smelkinson had some choice words for his team. And there's a nice give and go there by Warford.
And now they're picking up. Well, he masked it a little bit going full court man to man.
As Ringgold scored. And a foul called. And Warford goes off. He's in foul trouble.
Yeah, Mr. Warford isn't a happy customer.
And neither is the gentleman sitting right behind us.
No, he's not.
As Howard has quite a few fans here tonight. There's Vaughn with his first 2 of the game.
Yep, that's what D'Angelo Vaughn needs.
Nice soft touch on that runner in the lane there. There's James. Cross-court pass. Davis goes up strong, and it's blocked.
Big rebound by
Pender.
Wow. Big, strong rebound.
Pender quickly in for Rogers Paris. And that was the move in the first half that really ignited things for Montgomery College.
You're right. That was a big spark.
Here's Vaughn. Stop and pop. No good. Battle for the rebound. Pender again. He has really been the difference maker in this game for Montgomery College.
Not only has it been his three-point shooting, but the fact is he's going after the boards.
He is banging under the boards.
There's no reason that should have been his rebound.
No, he just hustled to it. Showing us a lot tonight. And he misses the foul shot. And as this half seems to be developing, those foul shots are going to be important.
Absolutely. And Pender is only a 53% foul shooter.
And he missed them both. So Howard now with a chance to cut into the lead. As Green is in now for Howard. As is Harris, who just missed the shot. There's Vaughn, and he throws it away. Nice try. He had a good idea. He just didn't connect with Pender.
Yeah, Pender kind of went towards the basket, and I think D'Angelo Vaughn thought he was going to kick it out sort of towards the wing in a three.
Pender quickly ties his shoestring there. Get it into Ajenafuja, and he scores it.
He is tough when he gets the ball in position.
He had perfect position in the lane, about 5 feet from the hoop.
And he's a lot stronger, than he looks, and athletic.
And there's his foul shot, and it gets the roll. So now all of a sudden the lead is just 4. And a little bit of pressure here from Howard. James Bryson calls for a timeout, and he is not happy. The big man is not happy over there on the MC bench.
Yeah, it's an 11-2 run to open the half, and Coach Bryson called a timeout, try to stop the bleeding here, and go back to what they were doing in the first half. And they were playing a lot better defense in the first half. It seems that Coach Smelkinson went into the locker room and came out with a little bit of a more disciplined approach in the half court. They're moving the ball well, and of course, number 15, Ajenafuja, is really hitting the boards and getting himself in position on the blocks and making some strong moves to the basket.
Well, Marcus, we've talked some a bit in this game about social media. We talked about Mike Simone and his tweets, and one of the best ways to keep on top of what's happening for Montgomery College athletics is to follow the Raptors on Facebook. They have a brand new Raptors Facebook page, and you can see the address right there on your screen. You just go to facebook.com/the-RaptorsMC. There's photos, there's videos, there's highlights, all the latest sports news. And like you have always said, like us on that Facebook page, and you're going to get all the updates.
That's what you want to do. Go and hit the like button. You can leave a comment. If you saw something that you like, leave a comment. If you saw something that you didn't like, leave a comment. If you don't like the job the announcers are doing, leave a comment.
No, don't leave those comments.
Okay, they don't have to.
I have a very tender ego. All right, we are back to action now. And there's D'Angelo Vaughn with Jazz Harris on him. Good matchup. 2 athletic, quick guards. Ijeoma to Gaines, and he turns it over.
Nice defensive play by Ajenafuja.
Boy, Jenna Fuja has come out a whole different player in the second half.
Yes, he has.
He really struggled in the first half.
And that doesn't bode well for MC.
Had just 5 points in the first half, and he's their leading scorer. He averages almost 16 a game. The leading scorer. There's James from the key, no good, but Jenna Fuja keeps it alive. And Howard recovers it. Actually, Sam Igioma made a real good effort there, but wasn't able to save the ball. So Howard will retain possession. James down today. There's a Jenna Fuja again. This time he's double teamed. He forces it up.
Nice play by Timmy Christian.
Ties him up. Possession arrow in favor of the Raptors, so they will get the ball.
Yeah, Coyote brought the ball a little bit too low.
And they found some more moisture on the floor here. It's a nasty night out there, folks. As the official making sure, once again, safety of the players is of paramount importance here.
Yeah, I could actually see it dripping right in front of us here. We're supposed to get 2 to 3 inches of rain today in these areas.
Wow. Crowd is very into the game. There's Christian going down the lane. There's Rogers Paris, no good, knocked out of there by James rather. Boy, is this a physical game. Bodies flying all over the place. Look at this action. And man, great camera work there by Ed Clark under the basket. He is in the war zone under there, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you got a guy as big as Jason Rogers Paris coming at you. That's got to be a little disconcerting, but not for guys named Ed Clark.
Ed Clark may have a new nickname after tonight, Rock of Gibraltar. There's Jazz Harris with 2 guys on him, probably an ill-advised shot.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, partner.
Particularly when your team has a chance to pull within 1 or 2 points of the lead. But Montgomery College turns it over. There's Green to Harris. He forces it up. Battle for the rebound. Timmy Christian comes out with it.
Howard has really clamped down in the half court on defense. I'd like to see MC set up a good shot. Get Pender open or get Timmy Christian open.
Yeah, you need to run a set play here. There's Paris. He's short.
Jason Rogers Paris is not the shooter.
And Zach Curran gets up for Montgomery College. He's going to be coming in. Pender is also not in there at the moment. And there's a foul on Montgomery College. That's on Rogers Paris. And as most players do, he goes, who, me? What did I do? There's Green. Wow, very acrobatic move. Batted back out. Nice save of the ball there by James. That's the kind of play that doesn't show up in the scorebook, but you retain possession.
And every possession in a 4-point game is big.
Green from 3. That was Brian Green. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point ball game.
14-2 second half for Howard.
Timmy Christian yet to get on track. Good defense again by Howard. Jenna Fuja leads the break. There's Harris, forces it up and gets it to go. And Howard has their first lead of the ball game. 44-43, 13-16 to go in the half.
That took less than 7 minutes to make up a 13-point halftime lead.
As their defense does it again, they take it away. And that is off of Vaughn. The ball is just flying all over the court.
And this is the time where the discipline sort of goes away for MC. where we saw it so much in the first half. The under control, the discipline, the making of the right decisions. And that just seems like a distant memory right now, and we're only 7 minutes into the second half.
And that was a great shot on that play there by our camera guy up top, Corey Wallace. And there is a foul, pushing foul on Igenafuja.
I think that was a very generous call in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I think he had good position, but if he extends his arm, it looks like he pushed off. All right, MC really, really needs a bucket, and they need to get a good shot.
They really needed a bucket here.
That defensive pressure just got turned up by the Dragons.
Smelkinson obviously had lit a fire under his team at halftime. There's Pender. He loses the handle. Here comes Howard on the run. Nice dish to Harris. He misses it though, and Curran comes out with it. Here comes Montgomery College the other way. There's Pender, and he is fouled. And that foul's on Brian Green. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, Green gets him.
He got some body, but that was a heck of a block by Brian Green.
Boy, way up top. High flying game. Man, it is, I need oxygen over here.
I know.
As Pender does hit that foul shot. Here comes Warford back in. Of course, he's got the foul trouble.
Hey, at least we're having fun on the job, right?
That is for sure. And that time Pender makes them both.
Big shots for Sean Pender.
So Montgomery College retakes the lead at 45-44. Courtesy of 2 foul shots by Sean Pender. And there's a foul.
Wow. Connor Gaskins really, really bailed out Jazz Harris on that play. Big, strong rebound.
And they call Gaines on the foul. There was a lot of contact under there.
Big 6'7" guy, Connor Gaskins.
His shot is off the back of the iron, no good.
He's a 50% free throw shooter, so he's a guy you want at the line.
And in a game this tight, these free throws are going to be crucial. He makes his second, and that knots it at 45 with 11:52 to go. Much more of a low-scoring game than I anticipated, but neither team shooting well. Montgomery College really struggled from the field in the second half, and there's a possible three-point attempt there by Pender as he drives to the hoop.
That's an excellent take. He drove right past Brian Green and went strong to the hoop.
And was fouled by Igenafuja.
Wow. Big play by Sean Pender. Again, we talked about Sean Pender in the first half, and now he's bringing MC back.
Missed his foul shot. Battle for the rebound.
Good hustle play by Zach Curran.
He almost snuck in there and stole that rebound.
Zach Curran's a nice kid, high energy guy, comes in, and they're not going to ask him to shoot the ball much. He's going to play defense, he's going to rebound, he's going to box people out.
Raptors in a zone right now. Shot no good, rebound, back up and in by 42, Gaskins. Boy, he's got a high motor out there.
Yes, he does. Bringing a 6'7" guy off the bench is a luxury for Smelkinson.
Here's Christian, who is yet to score in the second half. And there's a tip in. Pender. I believe that was Pender.
Are you giving that one to Pender? Nobody raised their arm to tell us.
No.
Could have been the lefty Gaines, too.
There was a lot of arms up there.
Maybe it was Tim Christian off his own rebound.
And he was up there as well. So we're going to give that one to Tim Christian based on our scouting report. And the ball went one way and the player went the other, and we have a turnover. So Montgomery College appears to have regained their footing just a little bit. D'Angelo Vaughn coming in now for Sam Igioma. Vaughn still with just 2 points. So he is 20 under his average at the moment. Of course, we've got a lot of time left.
Smelkinson picking up full court man-to-man here, and they're going to try to trap D'Angelo Vaughn.
He's looking for the trap. It didn't make it.
I'm not sure. I think that might be a 1-3 run.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a 1-3-1 to me. There's Vaughn from the corner, short, and the ball bounces off, and it's going to stay with Montgomery College.
Yeah, that three ball's not falling for D'Angelo Vaughn like it was when we did the Nova game.
Oh, he was hitting from all over the court. And there's Pender again.
Now he is hitting tonight.
He is hitting. He got knocked down, no foul called, and it goes in.
Hey, credit to his teammates. They found him sitting in the corner.
Yep. And there's some MC defense.
And that's Sean Pender again.
Easy bucket there for Howard off the inbounds. That cuts the MC lead to 3, 52-49. I kind of thought we'd have a close game. Last year's game between these two teams came right down to the wire. MC winning it at the wire after Howard had led most of the game. Of course, tonight, MC has led most of the game. So we'll see what happens. There's Tim Christian from 3 off the back of the iron, no good. And a push-off foul by Rogers Paris.
Yeah, that was, I think that might have been a little bit of a makeup call.
For the Agena Fuji call earlier?
I think so.
Yeah, you may be right. I didn't see much of a push there.
No, he didn't even have to. He's 6'8", and the ball came right out to him.
And he immediately goes to the bench. As Igioma comes back in. MC with a very small lineup out there right now.
Amari Ringgold with a nice take draws the foul on the baseline.
MC was one of their smallest lineups on the, and we have a timeout on the court with 9:07 to go, and the Raptors holding on to a 3-point lead, 52-49.
Well, this is going to be a very, very interesting 9 minutes, 52-49. Hey, you know what? This is the nightcap of this awesome doubleheader. The Howard women were taken over by MC, and MC did what they had to do. Had a great game by Nicole Cunningham, and he had a great game by Megan Tillman, and now it's up to the men. If they could sweep this doubleheader, that'd be a pretty big thing for the MC program.
And it was 85-58, the Montgomery College women winning the opener of our doubleheader. And just to run down those leading scorers for MC, Angelica Saccone actually led all scorers with 18.
She does that quietly. It's kind of interesting how she gets her name in the box scores.
Nicole Cunningham 17, Megan Tillman 16, and Jabria Smith 14. And Kiera McKellery came off the bench with 8 points and 7 rebounds.
She had a great game, Kiera
Real
McKellery.
Nice contribution from her.
You start getting contributions from McKellery like that, look out, that team's going to be dangerous.
So Coach Gasquet seemed much happier after tonight's win than she did after last week's win over Nova when we talked to her.
They won by, 16 points against Nova, but it really wasn't an easy victory. They had to fight tooth and nail against, a team that didn't have the depth and numbers that MC does. But, hey, it was a teaching moment. She says it's a teaching moment, and, it showed tonight. They really played well tonight.
All right, so at the line is number 25, Amari Ringgold, freshman guard out of Centennial High School. And again, these foul shots are going to be crucial, and he missed the first one. In a game this tight, second one is good.
I'm surprised Smelkinson isn't pressuring full court here.
I am too, actually. All right, he's making some substitutions here.
It seems the more defensive pressure they put on MC, MC really wasn't handling it well.
Number 45 is in for them, Maurice Thomas for Howard. That's his first appearance of the game. Jazz Harris is also out there. Got an official timeout as we've got some more moisture on the floor. As the official spotted it, he's right in front of us. And it's just one of those days, folks. The weather outside is frightful.
But the game inside is delightful.
It certainly is. It's heating up this gym, that's for sure. Again, they want to make sure none of these athletes slips on a wet spot and gets hurt. That would not be good.
There's a nice shot of our gym.
Gioma. And Maurice Thompson almost had a steal there. Pender back in for Montgomery College. Got Christian, Pender, Igioma, Vaughn. And there is a poor inbounds pass. There's Walter, he misses the shot. They battle for it. Howard retains it, they dribble it off their foot, and that's a turnover.
That is a big sequence for Howard. I mean, they got the steal, they had 4 guys under the basket, and they dribble the ball off the foot. Luckily, it's going in the Raptors' favor.
52-50. Montgomery College on top by 2. We've got 8:44 to go in the game, and it is anybody's ball game at the moment, folks.
They're having a hard time inbouncing the ball in this here full court press.
There's Gaines all the way, and that's his first bucket of the second half.
And that's an excellent way to break a press.
As he took it right down the middle for a scoop.
You never want to get trapped on the sidelines because the sideline is a defender.
And there that we see on our camera there, Coach Tarla Gasquet, the head coach of the Montgomery College Raptors women's team, and Lakeisha Gaither, her assistant coach, is right next to her. That would be on her right, and she's taking in the Raptors men's game. 54-50, Raptors on top as they break the pressure again. Pender loses the handle but retains possession, puts it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, scramble, there's Gaines, he pulls it out. Igioma, and he throws it away.
Actually, I think it was probably tipped away by the Dragons. So
and it was.
MC retaining possession on that one.
And that was lucky that it was tipped because Pender was going one way and the ball was going the other. Pender inbounds it to Vaughn. To Gaines. Back to Vaughn. Igioma. And there's a travel by Vaughn.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that call numerous times tonight.
Yeah, that was one of the easier ones to call.
A little bit of a foot shuffle before you put the ball on the floor. And they'll call that every time they see it. Green pressured by Christian. Christian has been held scoreless in the second half. There's Harris, no good, rebound by Gaines. Way up there.
Big strong rebound, Andre Gaines.
He went up with authority. Now Montgomery College slowing the pace just a little bit.
They just got to work for a good shot.
And they've had precious few here in the second half, but they have maintained their lead. They lost it for a brief moment, took it right back, and they've held it. And there's Christian.
Nice, strong take to the hole for Timmy Christian. I see that they have a Genefuja guarding Sean Pender right now. It's difficult for Sean Pender to get open because that Genefuja is so athletic and long.
Christian knocks the ball away. There's that strong move by Christian.
That's a big bucket to go up by 6 points.
Howard running a set offense for one of the few times. There's a Genefuja from the top of the key. No good. Rebound to Igioma. He's going to take it all the way. It's tipped, no good. Penner's no good. Another tip, no good. And off the hands of a Genefuja.
Still, I'm going to say it again. Give that one to Sean Pender. He tried to get it back up 3-4 times. Man.
And there's another timeout on the floor.
What a game Pender is playing.
With 6:40 to go. And, you know, we've been talking social media. Another great way to keep in touch with the Montgomery College athletic program is through Twitter. And it's instantaneous, it's constant, and it's a great way to stay on top of what's happening with MC Athletics. You can follow MC Athletics on Twitter at twitter.com/MC_Raptors, as you see right there on the screen. And all these feeds are going to keep you up to date on the latest, the absolute latest, what's going on in MC Athletics.
And you can find a lot of retweets from the NJCAA Twitter handles. There's going to be some scores that are going to run up there. And you can also find the president of the college, Dr. Darian Pollard. She's on Twitter. You can find Montgomery College's Twitter, and you can find MCTV's Twitter. So there's a lot of information out there.
There's a lot of information. It's a flood of it. So there's no excuse for not knowing what's going on with Montgomery College athletics.
No excuses.
All right, we've got 6:40 to go. Montgomery College on top, 56-50. And you wonder to yourself, have they stemmed the tide? Have they taken back the momentum? Well, we shall see. Lots of time left.
Well, they righted the ship.
There's Pender off the back of the iron, no good. Igioma saves the ball and the possession.
Timmy Christian went up there for the tip to Igioma. Again, they need to settle in for a nice high percentage shot. And they've got Pender again parked down on the corner.
Christian, Igioma, he's open, fall away, right at the buzzer, but there's Pender. Wow. Sean Pender. Definitely the star of the night for Montgomery College.
Hey, if Montgomery College holds on to win this game, you're going to make my job easy at the end of it.
Boy, that's for sure, because you know what you have to do in a couple of minutes.
I got to choose an MVP.
Yeah, that's right. So 58-50, Montgomery College.
This is a no-brainer, even for me.
Montgomery College trying to work a little clock now. They've got 8 minutes. They've got an 8-point lead with just over 5 minutes to go. There's Igioma, drives and scores.
He's a very strong, physical player. He's not a great shooter, but he's a strong player. When he gets into lane amongst the trees, he can take it up.
Yeah, he's fearless. And there's a foul underneath. And that'll put number 11, Jeff James, on the line as he's fouled by, going to see who the foul is on. Looked like it was on Andre Gaines.
Yeah, I think they got Andre.
Yep. That would be on Mr. Gaines. Sean Pender with 25 points. 25 points. Gaines with 18, Christian with 11. Those are the big three tonight, because D'Angelo Vaughn has been held well under his scoring average.
Boy, Sean Pender has picked up that slack and then some. James is only a 53% free throw shooter.
So that's definitely the guy Montgomery College wants to see at the line.
Absolutely.
And there's a foul.
There's that man Igioma again, just doing that blue-collar, dirty work kind of thing.
Played a solid game at the point. And he's going to be shooting a 1-and-1. Both teams are in the penalty. And he makes the first. Always want to make that front ender.
Nice job by Igioma. He's only 57% free throw shooter, but he gets it up on the front of the rim and lets the rim do the rest.
And he makes his second. So the Raptors now up by 12 with 4.5 minutes to go. And there's a whistle.
And they got Mr. Pender.
Yep.
He didn't want Genefuja to have such good position.
And that's his first foul. So a Genefuja to the line. And he bricks the first one. When you're in the 1-and-1 and you're down by 12, you got to make those.
You got to hit those front ends.
And I'm sure his coach would tell him that. Great drive there by Igioma.
He almost lost the ball, collected it, and just swooped into the lane.
As the Raptors now up by 14, they're extending the lead. As it does appear like they have, maybe I spoke too soon, as Genefuja scores. But it does appear like maybe Montgomery College has stemmed the tide here a little bit.
12-point game, 4 minutes left. MC has to use up the entire clock in their possessions, work for a good shot, get into single digits in that shot clock every time down the court.
So we'll see if they have the discipline to do that, the discipline and maturity. One of the things that we talked to James Bryson about was the immaturity of the team. And we're not talking immaturity in class or immaturity in life so much as we're talking, it's the immaturity in play, decision-making, things like that. A lot of it is that a lot of these guys are just fresh out of high school. So they have that high school mentality. They need to get that college mentality where each possession is so important.
And
it's the little things.
At a time like this, you're up 12 and there's 4 minutes left in the game, this is when you could really grow up. You know, I mean, this is a time where you can take a step back and say, we don't need to run up and down the court. Nope, we don't need to take a three. We need to settle down, get a good shot, and that'll allow them to grow up as a team and get rid of some of that immaturity that their coach is talking about.
Full court pressure by Howard.
As expected.
4:07 to go. MC handles it pretty well. And now we'll see him work the clock. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:56 in the game.
Running that pick and roll with Andre Gaines.
There's Pender down the baseline, loses the handle, and that's a turnover.
That's one of the only mistakes Sean Pender's made all night.
He's made very few. What a game. Sean Pender with 25 points. 25. Genefuja, no good. Rebound Gaines, and he's fouled. That was another big rebound for Andre Gaines.
You got that right. That was a big rebound.
He's hit the boards well in the second half. His shot hasn't been there. He really hasn't had that many shot opportunities as they have sort of shut him down here in the second half. But he's done a good job on the defensive end and the rebounding end.
And he's a 45% free throw shooter. Let's see if he can step up here and knock a couple down.
He hits the first. Big free throw. You always want to hit the front end of that 1-and-1. And he makes them both. MC picking up at half court. They really have not pressed all that much tonight, which is a bit of an anomaly for them. There's James, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled. So Jeff James will go to the line. 3:09 to go in the ball game.
Jeff James leads the team in rebounding and assists. Actually, Julian Davis leads him by 0.2 of an assist. But that's filling up the box score. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for Mr. James. You can see why Mount St. Mary's was after him out of high school.
That is for sure. Yeah, he's got good numbers across the board. And he makes his free throws. 66-53, Raptors on top. Time running down. 3:03, just over 3 minutes to go in the ball game. There's a steal. There's James again. He wanted the foul, didn't get the call, but Howard will retain possession.
There's that full court press. They trap Timmy Christian here in the corner, and that's what they're going to try to do every time down the court now with just 2:52 left, down by 13.
They've got no other choice, and they got to hit a couple of threes. And there's one off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Montgomery College. IG almost saved it to Christian.
They didn't shoot consistently at all tonight, Howard. Not from the foul line and not from beyond the arc.
Well, as a team, they shoot about 43% and 40 from three, but they have not shot that well tonight, as Vaughn is running some clock very effectively. And there's a turnover, however. But they did eat some clock. And there's number 25, Omari Ringgold hits a three to cut the lead to 10. There's a timeout on the floor with just over 2 minutes to go. Montgomery College up 66-56. And we're coming down to a big finish here. I just have a feeling.
Wow, that was a big basket for Amari Ringgold.
They set it up, and he took it, and that's a freshman taking that three-pointer.
That's a big bucket.
And there's our friend, the new Montgomery College mascot, the Raptor.
Having fun in the stands.
He's been entertaining folks all night long. And he's sitting next to one of the MCTV students there. There's Rachel.
Having fun with the Raptor.
Yep.
You're going to see that a lot over the next few years at Montgomery College.
Now it's great. It's done a lot for school spirit already. And we've only had our friend the Raptor now for about a week.
He's been everywhere. He got to visit each campus. He was in Tacoma Park, Silver Spring. He was here the day after the big rollout. The next day he went up to Germantown. The day after that he came back down to Rockville campus. And the guy, that Raptor is everywhere.
He's everywhere. All right, we get a look at James Bryson talking to Sean Pender. And he's got his eye on that clock. He's got his eye on that 10-point bulge. Both teams are in the penalty. And Howard is actually in the double bonus. So they'll be shooting two regardless of the fouls.
They're going to have to start fouling if they don't get a steal.
And they just fouled Christian. As number 3, Julian Davis, fouled him.
I mean, you go for the steal and then you foul. That's pretty much it. Down double figures under 2 minutes.
And Christian shooting 1-1 and makes the first. Tim Christian misses the second, rebound to Warford, and a foul on Christian.
And that's not what you want to do. You just stop the clock.
And James Bryson looks at Christian, and he's saying the same thing to Tim that you just said.
Tim's a little frustrated. His foul shot came hard off the rim, and frustration makes you do fouls like that.
And a little frustration on the face of James Bryson, understandably. It was a hustle foul, but it was still a foul. As Warford makes the first.
Tiger Warford's a good shooter.
This is the second, but a rebound there to number 33, Austin Wosu. I don't believe he's been in the game tonight. I think this is his first appearance. Montgomery College trying to work that four corners. Whoa! There's a hard foul by Ajena Fuja as he knocks Tim Christian down.
Yeah, he took Timmy Christian's legs right from out from under him.
I'm sure they would get a look at it here. There you see it.
And that's not what you want to do when you have two recently broken wrists.
No.
Wow.
No, that was a tough foul. So Tim Christian will go to the line, and the Raptors are now in the double bonus, so he will shoot two.
Wow, Timmy almost has to fall on his elbows so as not to break the ball with his hands. Wow.
And he misses his first. Raptors holding on to a 10-point lead. Second one is up and good. 68-57. Raptors on top, just a minute and a half to go in the game. They're trying not to foul. Andre Gaines with the rebound.
Well, that possession was pretty much a microcosm for the entire game for Howard.
D'Angelo Vaughn to Christian, and that might just about do it. As Tim Christian from D'Angelo Vaughn. And our score is right. The scoreboard is not correct, as they did not put up that Montgomery College basket. It is 70-57. The scoreboard says 68-57. Now they've just changed it.
They got it.
So Montgomery College with a 13-point lead with a minute to go. There's a three-pointer, and it is good by Omari Ringgold.
That's the second big three for Omari Ringgold. Not allowing everybody to hit the exits yet.
Nope. As the crowd is hanging in. It's been an entertaining game. It's been an entertaining night of basketball.
It really has.
Montgomery College women took the first game, and it looks like the Montgomery College men are going to make it a doubleheader sweep.
And it's great to have seen so many fans out here tonight. That's fantastic community feel, and I think this Raptor thing is really rubbing off.
All right, so we've got about a minute to go in the game. I think it's time for you to take center stage here, Mr. Marcus, and tell us who is going to be our player of the game tonight.
Well, since I can't make it Dan Rankin, I think I'm going to make it Sean Pender. He really carried the Raptors tonight, in both halves, actually. Whether it be rebounding, whether it be the long three-pointers. I mean, he was a man on the boards, too. And it was effort rebounds. It really was effort rebounds because he's not a real big guy.
No, he's got 25 points, and he is a well-deserving player of the game for Montgomery College. Sean Pender, freshman. Is our player of the game here. 6'4" freshman out of Washington Christian Academy.
Wow, if he can keep that nice stroke from three going for the rest of the year, next year, this kid's going to be a heck of a player.
And that should just about ice it, folks, as Sean Pender hits the foul shot.
Wow, Howard undefeated coming into Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus tonight, and they're going to go away 7-1.
They sure are, as Sean Pender hits them both. He's got 27 points now. And there is Davis. Cuts into the lead, but probably too little too late at the moment. There's Tim Christian, lays it up and in, and he goes down again hard. Gets back up hustling. Here's Warford. He misses, and they call another foul on Gaines, and he does not agree.
Well, he shouldn't agree, but the referee didn't have the angle we did. Andre Gaines' body was probably 2 or 3 feet away from the player on that rebound, but I think the referee was probably shielded by the Howard player's body. Oh well, it's 74-62 with 34.4 left. I think we'll let him slide on this one.
As that is number 33, Austin Wosu. He misses the first foul shot. And it does look like Howard will go down to their first defeat of the season. Wosu makes the second. Just 34 seconds to go in the ball game. But of course with the three, you know, it's never over until it's over, to quote a famous catcher.
It's like Andre Gaines came up a little gimpy.
And that's a guy they can ill afford to lose for any time.
That's right.
And he has played, I don't believe he's been out of the game tonight, has he?
I don't remember Andre Gaines going out of the game.
Or Tim Christian. I don't believe Tim's been out of the game either. I think both of them will have played 40 minutes. And if Igioma's been out, it might have been for about 5 seconds. And he makes the foul shot. And we are now under 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Montgomery College up by 12. There's a three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Warford. There's Green for three, no good. Rebound to Igioma, and he's fouled, and that should do it, folks.
Yep, I think that's going to do it. A very, very impressive win for the Montgomery College Raptors.
Yeah, you'd have to mark this one down as their most impressive win of the season.
But they've got to build off of it. Inconsistency has plagued this team, and you need to build on this victory. See what you did on the good side of the basketball, see what you did on the bad side of the basketball. But in the first half, they played defense. They really played defense.
Second half got off to a little bit of a rough start for the Raptors. Howard came back, took the lead briefly at 44-43. But Montgomery College got it right back, and they've led the rest of the way. There's a steal by Tim Christian. Look out, folks. And he is fouled hard. And I would call that an intentional foul.
I don't think he's gonna.
And our camera guy, Ed Clark, once again in the line of fire. Look how close Tim Christian is to Ed Clark.
Again, we have the luxury of the replay, but Tiger Warford did not go for the basketball. He went for Timmy Christian.
Yeah.
Luckily, Timmy landed on his feet, or else he may have gotten the intentional call.
And he makes the foul shot. 9.4 seconds to go. This will even Montgomery College's record at 5-5, and it'll be the first defeat of the season for Howard. They will fall to 7-1. And there's Harris, no good. Warford, no good, and that is the end of the ball game. With our final score, the Montgomery College Raptors coming out on top over the Howard Community College Dragons, 77-63. And Marcus, and there's the winning head coach of the Montgomery College Raptors, James Bryson. Marcus and I are going to have a brief chat with James Bryson. But first, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our interview with James Bryson, the winning head coach of the Montgomery College Raptors. You're watching Montgomery College basketball on MCTV.
One word to describe Montgomery College: awesome.
Interesting.
Fun.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Inspirational.
Spectacular.
Family.
Nice.
Diverse.
Excelling.
Surprising. Perfect.
Opportunity.
Fun.
Great.
Exhausting.
Inspiring.
Flexible. Excellent.
Awesome.
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 No matter where you're headed, no matter what your age, you'll find it all here at Montgomery College. Small class sizes, flexible scheduling, over 130 programs of study, award-winning faculty, nationally ranked NJCAA athletics. The possibilities are endless at Montgomery College. Register today. Winter session classes begin January 6th.
And welcome back to the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus of Montgomery College, where once again our final score, as you can see right there on the screen, the Montgomery College Raptors 77 and Howard 63. It's the first defeat of the season for Howard as Montgomery College evens their record at 5-5, and Marcus and I are pleased to welcome in the head coach of Montgomery College, James Bryson. Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight.
Big win for us today.
That's a heck of a win. Let's talk about the first half. Where, I mean, that was some serious defense, and that's something that has been an issue with your team. That's something that I'm sure you harp on in practice. What was it about the first half that the defensive intensity was excellent?
Part of it we definitely worked on some things. We tweaked some things yesterday. That's one thing, but also we've had so many games with not a lot of practice time, and we haven't really had a chance to really tweak some things. But we took our time yesterday and was in here pretty late and just had to really tighten up some bolts and make our defensive efforts look a little better.
Well, it worked. Whatever those tweaks were, you did a heck of a job.
All right, so you have a nice, comfortable lead. Well, not comfortable. No lead is comfortable in Maryland JUCO with the three-point shot. But you had a nice lead at halftime. They came out strong in the second half. They actually took the lead back for just a brief moment. What was going on there? What'd you tell the team? Because they snapped right back, took the lead right back, and then just kept on going.
Well, we always talk about execution, and I think our execution was a little loose. We got a little loose. Again, when you're down at half, you kind of come out hungry. When you're up, you're kind of fat and happy, So just told the guys, again, to tighten up. We always talk about the E for execution. We had to execute and just play together and play hard.
Hey, talk a little bit about Sean Pender. I mean, in the first half, he had 16. He was knocking down threes, and then he had some big rebounds. I mean, that's an energy guy, and he shot the lights out tonight. Talk a little bit about his game today.
Sean is one of those guys, I guess he's a born scorer. He probably scored a basket when he came out the womb. He's just one of those guys. He just has a knack for making points. And I told him he just played like a grown man today.
He had 27 tonight.
Wow. Yeah, he's a man. He's definitely a man. I'm glad he's on my team.
Well, he was our player of the game tonight. But you got strong contributions also from Andre Gaines. He ended up with 20 points. Tim Christian with 19. And kind of an unsung hero for me tonight was Sam Igioma with 7 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a glue guy. He's the ultimate glue guy. Just tough, strong, big, smart guard.
Well, this win has got to set you up now. You got to be feeling good as you get into the Maryland JUCO schedule, get into the Region 20 schedule. You got to be looking good. You got to be feeling good after this win.
I'm very, very, very excited. We've been on the road quite a bit. We've played 6 road games, so it's kind of nice to play at home. So we're going to have a good little run coming up here, playing a lot of home games. So I look forward to it.
Well, we had a big crowd tonight, and they certainly enjoyed this win. Once again, the Montgomery College Raptors coming out on top in the nightcap of our doubleheader, 77-63. In the first game, the Montgomery College women took it 85-58, so it's a doubleheader sweep for both Montgomery College teams tonight. So for Marcus Rosano and James Bryson and all the professionals on the Montgomery College television crew, we want to thank you so much for watching Montgomery College basketball on MCTV.